Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife and welcome to the unbelievably beautiful town of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Got here late last night and just drove here to kind of like the downtown plaza area, and even driving in I was just like blown away at how beautiful this town is. I cannot wait to experience it for the very first time, and I can't wait to bring you guys along as well. I found a spot to park right up here, and so now I'm just kind of walking toward the plaza, and one of the first things we came to is this old public library. So you guys know I had to take a photo of it and text it to Sherry. So we have reached the plaza. You can see just kind of this Central Park area here, again surrounded by just the most beautiful buildings. And one of the most interesting, maybe the most interesting building here is the Palace of the Governors, which stretches all the way down there. Now this building actually dates back to like the early 1600s, like 1610, which is crazy. It was actually the original capital of New Mexico. And fun fact, it's been in public use longer than any other building in the country. And you can see artists just all in there now. So let's go walk through and see what they're selling. Now, I'm not gonna show you their work because, I don't know, I wanna respect the work that they do, and a lot of artists don't like having their stuff photographed or videoed, but I'm gonna go check it out. All right, just walked to the Palace of the Governors, all the artist booths. Some of the most amazing work. If you're looking for copper, if you're looking for any kind of jewelry from this part of the country, that's where to go. So I just made my first couple of purchases. I met a guy named Aaron Martinez. Aaron's been doing copper, sterling, silver work since 1989. He does it all in small batches, and so I bought a copper guitar pick for a friend of mine who's a musician, and then I bought this copper bookmark with turquoise at top for Sherry. Isn't that pretty? And it's got a certificate of authenticity on there. Each of these are one of 12. He only does his work in small batches. I've got to say, his stuff is beautiful. Right across the street from the plaza is one of the many, many, many museums here in Santa Fe. As I was looking online, I was absolutely overwhelmed in the best possible way to see all of the museums. In fact, I'm not doing any of them today because I feel like that's the kind of thing that when Sherry and I come back here, we should do together. We both love museums, and Santa Fe has a lot of them. Here's a plaque that says that the Santa Fe Plaza designated a National Historic Landmark, the heart of Santa Fe since its founding by Spanish colonial governor Don Pedro, yep, I'm not going to try to pronounce that, in 1609 and 10. This public space was the terminus of the El Camino Real and the Santa Fe Trail. The site possesses national significance in commemorating the history of the United States of America. I have not eaten yet today, and it's like 1:30, so I think it's time to grab food. And I found this Plaza Cafe with this great outdoor seating. I want to see if I can get a table here. Well, I got a seat outside, which is perfect. And they have two patios, one that serves alcohol, one that does not. You guys know I chose the one that does. So they have breakfast all day, right there. Then we've got, looks like the drink menu. Probably gonna go margarita, but we will see. And then the New Mexican part, this is what I want. Something from here. Drink is here. I went with a prickly pear margarita, and it looks amazing, and I'm sure it's gonna taste great. And my lunch just came. I went with the Frito pie. You can see lettuce, onions, tomatoes, Fritos, ground beef, beans, and I got it with both green chili and on this side, red chili, because I wanted to try both. Now that lunch is over, I'm just kind of walking around the plaza, checking out some of the different shops. They have lots and lots of them. As you can imagine, a place that's as popular as this. Lots of shops geared towards tourists. Next stop is one of the places I wanted to see the most, and unfortunately it's closed today for cleaning, so I can't go in, which is a bummer. This is the Cathedral Basilica of St. Francis of Assisi. It basically was constructed in 1869 and built on the site of another church that was actually destroyed, and so they just rebuilt this on top of it. One of the things I think that's so cool about this, though, is that they have the oldest representation of the Virgin Mary in the United States inside. So would have been fun to go inside, check it out, but let's walk around the ground and see the church. You can see this plaque that says St. Francis of Assisi, patron saint of Santa Fe. And then we have this right here in front of the church. And then this is also amazing. The first Indian of North America to be promoted a saint. Look at that. Right across from the church, you can see the Museum of Contemporary Native Arts right there. But then next to the church is this beautiful, like, grassy park area. Let's go explore that. And they have this area that has all sorts of little plaques, kind of telling the history by year. You can see 1583, 1598, goes all the way around. And they actually have another one on the other side of that statue right there. So I've only been in Santa Fe for a few hours, and I've only explored the tiniest little bit of one part of Santa Fe. And I want to come back. Like, I absolutely want to come back. I want to bring Sherri here. I want to spend several days here. The thing that I like about it, and this is a good example, I found a great place in the shade just to chill, enjoy the sunshine, relax a little, kind of listen to some of the music, some of the people walking by. It's a great place, I can already tell, to do something, because there's lots of museums, there's lots of shops, there's lots of things to see. But it's also just a great place to be. And I love that. And that's one of the things that Sherri and I like when we go on vacations places, is we want to experience and explore and adventure, but also rest and relax. So far, Santa Fe, in my limited time here, has both. I just left Cathedral Park and I'm walking here along Palace Avenue. And you can see they have a number of shops kind of along this walkway. And I think I just found a shop that I have to stop at. Susan's Christmas Shop. And I really love some of these ornaments. There's the church we just saw. You can see they've got a Santa Fe ornament. And you can see all sorts of other native inspired ornaments.
Right? It's never too late to shop for Christmas or early.
I'm not gonna get any ornaments from there because I already got one ornament this trip from Roswell. And I think I wanna wait and get any Santa Fe ornaments for when Sherri and I come here together. And then across the street is another Christmas shop. I did not expect to see that in Santa Fe. And then look what I just stumbled upon. Oh my gosh. The flowers, the peppers. It's like more in here. This is one of the greatest little spots that I stumbled upon. Just kind of out here in this little courtyard. They have all sorts of stuff from glasswork to, look at those little bugs. Oh my gosh. I think this shop is called the Rainbow Man, I think is what I saw. But look how beautiful the crosses are. I love that with the turquoise in there. And then all of the blankets they have. There's just seriously everything, and everywhere you look is just the most amazing art. And just like that, we have looped back around to the plaza, which is right over there. My next stop here in Santa Fe is on Canyon Road. Now this may look like just kind of any normal road. However, when you get out and park, you realize something really quickly, that there are tons and tons of art galleries all up and down this road. In fact, on Canyon Road alone, there are over 80 galleries, which is crazy. This, absolutely one of my favorites. I want to walk through and show you all of these. The moose, tell me that doesn't need to be at a business in Alaska. Oh my gosh. And then as you walk around all back here, they have so many different ones. You can see all of them kind of moving subtly in their own ways. But then look back over there. We have to go check that out. This is so cool. I couldn't even tell you how many of these they have right now. So now I'm walking around the inside of the Prescott Gallery, which is the one that has these little pieces. And they said that you can touch gently, and most of their pieces do have like a moving element to them. So cool. What a cool gallery to get to walk through. And it just keeps going. And they have more over here on the outside. It was cool in there. They had a list of like celebrities and famous people who have purchased their sculptures, a list of cities that actually have these, which totally makes sense. That moose one, I feel like Anchorage needs it. Can you imagine me trying to call Sherri and be like, okay, so listen, hear me out. I want to buy an 18-foot giraffe. And every corner you go around, there's just more and more to see. I feel like you could spend an entire day just here on Canyon Road. I definitely did not expect the amount of moose things that I've seen here in Santa Fe today. I didn't even scratch the surface on Canyon Road. Went into probably 4 or 5 of the galleries, walked around a couple of the outside spaces, and absolutely love this. Sometimes for me, if it's all like fine art galleries, like it's all painting or it's all photography, it's all the same kind of art, I can start to get burnt out after a couple. The thing that I love about Canyon Road is it is such a wide range of art. Different styles, different prices, different all of that. Obviously some very high-end stuff here, but I also saw some stuff that was pretty affordable. So Canyon Road, a place I want to come back to for sure. Now, speaking of art, there are a couple of places that you may be wondering if I'm going to do while in Santa Fe. One of them I've done, one of them I'm not going to be able to do this trip. Let's talk Meow Wolf. If you don't know what Meow Wolf is, it is an interactive art installation experience. I went there yesterday with a friend, and I actually brought my vlog camera. Now, Meow Wolf has locations in Denver, Las Vegas. I think they're opening one in Grapevine, Texas, but Santa Fe is the first one. And I brought my vlog camera, expecting to vlog it. I instantly knew there was no possible way to capture what the experience is like. And so I kept the camera in my pocket and didn't even pull it out. Meow Wolf was about $50 a person to go in. They have like a bar cafe in there, they have a gift shop, and then they have like 70 different rooms. I don't know how to explain what it was like. It was one of the coolest artistic experiences of my life. The friend I went with absolutely agreed as well. We had so much fun. And go check out Meow Wolf on social media. Watch the videos they post about what they are. For me, if I was back in Santa Fe, or if I was near one of their other locations, I for sure would want to go do it. It was so cool, it was so unique, it was unlike anything I've ever done, but it was the kind of place that was impossible for me to, in my opinion, do a good enough job documenting to show you what it's like. And so, you just have to go on your own. Meow Wolf Santa Fe, 5 billion thumbs up. It was amazing. Worth every dollar for sure. And then the other one is the Georgia O'Keeffe Museum right here in Santa Fe. Huge artist, obviously. Well known for art from this part of the country. And probably one of the most well-known museums here. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to save the museums for when Sherri and I come here. So the Georgia O'Keeffe Museum is not going to happen this trip. Meow Wolf did, but sorry, you guys, you have to go check it out yourself. But now it is, what time is it? After 4 o'clock. It is hot. It is like 94 degrees. And I have not gone to any local breweries. It's one of the things I love to go check out. There's a Santa Fe Brewing Company here in town, and they have a few different locations that are kind of close to me, but then they have their headquarters, like their main brew building, which is like 18 minutes away. I'm gonna drive out there because I want to see the big building. So let's go have some beers, Santa Fe Brewing Company. I have made it to the Santa Fe Brewing Company. Look how nice this is. Holy cow. There's so much outdoor seating. They even have a little free library. Looks like they have a taco shop outside. Probably gonna be getting some of those later, but first, we need to go inside and have beer. First walk in on the left, they have like the merch room. Definitely checking that out. But the bar's over here. That's where we're gonna sit. So I got a beer flight, and so far I have had one of them and about half another. Really good. I really like the selection they have here. They have everything from, you know, typical beers like nut brown ales, IPAs, kind of things you'd expect to see, to like ripe cherry ciders, strawberry cider. I think actually this one, maybe the strawberry cider. So far, I'm impressed. Okay, so now we are checking out the gift shop, and they have some cool things. I think the can koozies are very fun. Of course, they've got, you know, beer glasses, growlers, things you'd expect. They also have socks, which I kind of love. Beanies, handkerchiefs, playing cards. And that is a super cool New Mexico shirt with like the mountains, the sunset, the shape of the state. But I don't think there's anything that I can't live without, so I think I'm gonna head out. That place was everything that I love about breweries. The bartenders were super nice, the other people there were super nice, there were dogs there, there was great beer there, the conversation was super good. And I also love that when people find out I'm from Alaska, it is just like a million questions. And that absolutely happened today. Super fun. Got some great restaurant recommendations for dinner tonight. So I am going to do one of those. I'm not sure which one. And I don't really have anything else in Santa Fe that I'm gonna be doing today. It's 6:30 p.m., so there's not a lot that's still open. There were some things I wanted to do, but they're closed because of the day of week it is. There is like I think it's called like the Railroad or the Railway Arts District. Ooh. It's another area of town that has like lots of different like galleries and art shops. But some of the things that it has that I wanted to see, it has a bookshop called Beastly Books that is owned by George R.R. Martin of Game of Thrones fame. And one other thing that is owned by him, I think it's like a small playhouse or movie theater maybe, but closed. So can't go there, which is a bummer. However, I think I'm gonna go back to the hotel now and rest just a little bit because the sun has like zapped my energy today. So rest, then dinner. Well, I came back to the room, laid down for about an hour and a half. I haven't shared this, but a couple days ago I actually messed up my back kind of bad, and I've been struggling the last few days to say the least. And so even getting around is kind of hard. So during the day, I need to like come and lay down for a couple hours. I've basically been living off of Tiger Balm and like this stuff. Let me show you what I got at Walgreens. It's Advil Dual Action for back pain. So I'm getting old. That's awesome. It is feeling a little bit better today than it has the last couple days. So progress is being made, but coming back and resting during the day, very, very important. Now, I'm super hungry. Let's go get dinner. I will say I am gonna miss staying here. I've only been here for a couple days, but it has been super, super comfortable. Heading to dinner, and one of the things that I love are all of the like Adobe style buildings. And so many of them have just like these things on top lit up. I love that. The restaurant that was recommended to me is actually called Del Charo, and it is inside the Inn of the Governors. So let's go in, find the restaurant. Santa Fe's watering hole. This is what I'm looking for. All right, so I grabbed a seat on the bar side instead of the restaurant side, a little bit more my vibe. Here's the menu, as you open it up. Got appetizers, specialty drinks, Del Charo tacos, desserts. Inside we got more than appetizers, burgers, Mexican food, which is chili dog, blue corn chicken, enchiladas, Frito pie, that's what I had for lunch, yum. And then over here, look at this, an entire page of margaritas. Now, one thing we haven't talked about, Santa Fe actually has a margarita trail. You know how Louisville has the bourbon trail? Well, Santa Fe, margarita trail. That's just another reason for Sherri and I to come back. All right, round number one is here. I started with a cup, although it looks like a bowl, of the New Mexico green chili chicken chowder served with a tortilla on the side. Yes. And then I also ordered a house margarita. That whole list of margaritas looks amazing, but here's my thought. It's kind of like going to an Italian place and ordering spaghetti and meatballs. If they can't do spaghetti and meatballs right, probably they can't do anything else right. So with a house margarita, if they can't do the basic, I don't really want anything else. But I'm excited about this because they brought me the whole shaker, and it feels like there's probably a whole nother drink in there. The chowder was perfect, and the fact that you get a tortilla to kind of like sop up your remains, absolutely amazing. So I asked my server what she thought I should order. I told her it was my first time here, first time in Santa Fe, and she told me the green chili burger. She did not lead me wrong. Look how good that looks. All right, friends, I'm back at the hotel. Dinner's done. It was delicious. Drinks were delicious. Santa Fe was amazing. I wish I had more time here. It exceeded every one of my expectations. There are so many things that I didn't get to do that I still want to do. So I guess we just have to come back. I can't believe how much I got done in one day. I loved everything about it. I loved the look of Santa Fe. I loved the people. I loved just it. It's wonderful. It's wonderful, wonderful. It's one of those cities that when you visit, you instantly know you'll return, probably many times. So, friends, thanks for hanging out with me for my one day in Santa Fe. Tomorrow, I'm heading back up to Pueblo, Colorado to see Mom. I'm getting a new tattoo tomorrow, and just kind of starting to wind up my trip before heading back home to Alaska. But this was absolutely a highlight. Love you, friends. We'll see you on the next LeggLife video.